Hi, my name is Zuri. Today I want to take you through a Pilates practice that is suitable for everybody. It really doesn't matter whether you've never done Pilates before, if you've only done a couple of sessions, maybe you've been practicing for 6 weeks, 6 months, 6 years. This practice is suitable for all of you. And the reason for that is that we take the same practice and we can break it down for each individual. As I go through the practice here today, it's going to be a slow practice. And for those of you who are building up your core strength with Pilates, you can take many breaks. For those of you who've been practicing for a long time and know a little bit more about your awareness of your body and what your body has the ability to do, you can take less breaks, you can maintain the legs in different angles, and you'll get a much stronger practice. So come and join me. This Pilates practice is for you all. I will be demonstrating the slightly easier level, the easier options, and if you want to go a little bit stronger, then I'll tell you what you need to do. So hands on the back of your thighs, slowly roll down, C-curve the spine. Once you get there, shoulders back, arms stretched out long beside the body. So we're all going to start with the feet flat, the knees bent, neutral spine position, long arms beside the body, chest open, raise the arms on a breath in. Inhale, exhale. Breathing in and breathing out. Breath in, expand and widen the back of the rib cage. Exhale, tighten and contract round through the middle of the body. 2 more. Breathing in. Breathing out. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the arms grounded. Take a gentle breath into the back of the rib cage. As you begin to breathe out, nod the chin down towards the chest, exhale and lift up to the tips of your shoulder blades. Inhale, lower. So this movement is known as the Pilates curl. So I'm deepening the curl right here over my breastbone. Inhale, lower. Exhale, curl the head, neck and shoulders off the mat. We'll do 2 more. Breathing in, breathing out. 1 more. For those of you who want a stronger practice, stay here with the head, neck and shoulders off the mat. I'm going to bring my head, neck and shoulders down. So you're either in the Pilates curl or you're leaving your head on the mat and you lift your legs up to tabletop position. Brace the core. Tap the right leg away. Tap, tap, lift up. So here, if I'm introducing myself to the Pilates practice, what may be easier is to leave my head and shoulders on the floor and just move my legs. But if you've practiced Pilates many times and you know how to switch on and engage the core, staying up in the Pilates curl while tapping the toes makes it slightly stronger. It's a little bit more of a challenge. So you have the option, head, neck and shoulders lifted or head lowered. Last one here. Hold the legs still. Take a breath in, curl the head, neck and shoulders off the mat, and then lower the head back down. We'll do 2 more like that. Exhale, curl head, neck and shoulders off the mat. Inhale, lower. Exhale, curl head, neck and shoulders off the mat. And the final one here. Exhale, curl head, neck and shoulders off the mat, and then lower the head and lower the feet. So we're going to come into the 100. Now there's 3 different levels you can take here. For those of you who've done a lot of Pilates, I want you to take your legs straight up and straighten the mat. For those of you who are still finding their way to that point, knees bent. But for me here today, I'm going to start with the feet on the floor. So what option are you taking? Straight legs, bent legs, or feet grounded? Are we ready? Curl up, head, neck and shoulders. Start to pump the arms, breathing in and out. Breath in for 5 and out for 5. Breathing in and breathing out. So the focus is on the arms. It doesn't matter whether my legs are on the floor, or my legs are in tabletop position, or the legs are straight. The legs are in a fixed position, and the only thing moving are the arms. So if those legs are straight, those of you who are trying the stronger variation, keep them straight, keep holding the legs still. We're almost there. Last 20. Breathing in and out. Final 10. Breath in and out. Hold. Lower the head. Stretch the legs out along the mat. And for those of you who want to do roll up, you will keep the legs close and you will raise the arms towards the ceiling. But for those of you who are doing the level that I'm doing today, bring your feet back and keep your feet grounded. Take a breath in, move the arms slightly behind your body, curl up as though you're coming up into the Pilates curl, reach for your legs and use the legs to draw you up. Take a breath in at the top and exhale, slowly C-curve the spine down. So your option is legs straight or legs bent. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and exhale, slowly lower back down. Let's keep it flowing. Breathing in, exhale, curl up. Breath in and C-curve the spine as you lower. Let's go for one more. Breathing in. You always lift on the breath out. Breath in, arms are long. Exhale, and if you needed to, you could still place the hands on the back of your thigh to support your body as you lower down. Shoulders back, arms stretched out beside your body. Again, your option here would be to have both your legs on the ground with your legs supported on the floor, straight, strong legs, or like I'm doing, bend your knees. Hover the right leg just away from the ground. Lift that leg straight up and rotate it inside. Come back to hover, lift it up, rotate outside. Let's try that again. Lift the leg up, internal rotation, lift the leg up, external rotation. Come back to hover, bend the knee, or again, straighten the leg out on the floor. Let's try it on the other side. So you've got either both your legs straight or your knees bent like I have. Left leg straight, hovering it away from the ground. Lift that leg up, rotate inside. Lift the leg up, rotate outside. Let's go for one more on each side. Lift the leg up, internal rotation. Lift the leg up, external rotation. Hold that leg there. Walk your feet back towards your body. Take a gentle breath in. Curl the head, neck and shoulders off the mat. Reach the hands towards the back of your thighs and slowly roll your body up. So a couple of options here. Lift your feet, finding balance. Now for some people, lifting the feet is a challenge. So what you could do is just lift one foot at a time. And then when you feel comfortable to lift both feet, place your hands onto the front of your shins. Now for this level, I'm going to just stay in the balance, tucking the tailbone under. But we're going to stay here, and some of you may be rolling. So rolling like a bull is rolling back to the tips of the shoulder blades on a breath in, exhaling and coming back to this balance. But today, my option for me in my body is just maintaining the balance and the stillness. So for those of you who are rolling, make this next one your last one. Again, come back to that point of balance, lower the feet down, C-curve the spine, and that is the body gently warmed up. Let me take you through the ab series. So for those of you who are going to go a little stronger in your body, if you've been practicing for a long time, or if you want to, try the head, neck and shoulders lifted. Come up, so remember the Pilates curl to this position. But for me today, leaving the head on the floor. So you're either looking like me or head, neck and shoulders lifted. Right leg in, left leg long and straight. Are we ready? Switch and change. So I'm drawing one leg in, extending one leg away. Focus on the straight leg. Press out. press out, extension, lengthen. Now the legs are moving, but everything else in your body should be still. Keep drawing the legs towards the midline of your body. So that may feel like the legs are brushing past each other, the inner thigh is almost touching. 2 more. 1 more. Hold. Bend the knees and lower the feet towards the floor. So again, option here is to lift the head, neck and shoulders, or like I'm going to do, leave your head on the mat. Bring the legs to tabletop position and reach the hands halfway down the shin. Move the arms and the legs away. Breath in, exhale, return to center. Breathing in and breathing out. So now I'm moving my arms and I'm moving my legs. Now the key here is to try and maintain stillness through the spine, so as the arms and the legs move away, your back doesn't lift away from the mat. So maintaining neutral spine, stretching the arms, stretching the legs away. Let's go for 2 more. Head, neck and shoulders could be lifted. I'm choosing the option here today, leaving my head supported onto the mat. And lower, feet come down, the arms come back down. Moving into scissors, take a breath in. Curl the head, neck and shoulders off the mat if you want that. Legs to tabletop position. Bring your right leg and stretch it up in the air and the left leg away. Reach towards the back of the calf muscle here or towards the back of your thigh. Switch and change and hold. Switch and change and hold. I've got long arms. I'm going to reach my hands towards the calf muscle as one leg draws in and one leg reaches away. Again, you'll notice it's much easier for me to stabilize my spine when my head is on the ground, and maybe a slightly more challenge to stabilize the spine if I lift my head, neck and shoulders. Do a couple more. Focus on moving the legs. 1 more right, last one left. Bend the knees and lower, bringing everything back to the center. So try something slightly different. Take a breath in. Everybody curl the head, neck and shoulders off the mat. Place the hands on the back of the skull. Elbows are out wide. And if you look forwards and down towards the top of your thighs, so you're looking at this point of your body, but out the corner of your eyes, you should be able to just see your elbows. Try and keep the elbows still. Lift your legs to tabletop position. Straighten the legs up in the air. Reach the legs out long. And here we're going to bend the knees and return. Here we go. Up straight, out straight, bend the knees. But for those of you who want to go a little stronger, just lift and lower the legs in a straight line. So you're not bending. You're going to keep the legs straight and lift them straight back up straight. But the option that I'm choosing today is to go out straight and bend the knees. Let's do 1 more. Reach the legs out, straighten the legs up, or bend the knees, lower the head and lower the feet. Oh yeah. So let's come into the very last one. Gentle rotation. Again, breathing in. And curl the head, neck and shoulders off the mat. Again, place the hands on the back of the head. So for those of you who want to, you could lift the right leg and extend the left leg away on a high 45, and you will rotate right to left. But my option today is just to lift one leg and keep the other leg on the floor and come over. So we're going to just rotate to one side. But those of you who wanted the other option, you can just keep the legs moving and you're rotating towards the bent leg. Keep it flowing. Hold in the center. We're going to change that leg lead, put this leg down, switch and change. And those of you who are still keeping the legs moving, you're in flow, keep it moving. We'll do 4 more. 3, 2, final one. Hug knees to chest. And everybody roll up to a seated position. So from here, just slowly bring yourself around onto your tummy. Again, let me show you many different options. So I'm going to start with my hands just in front of my shoulders, so the forearms are resting onto the mat, the feet slightly wider than the hips. But those of you who want to go a little stronger, move your arms back. Even holding your arms in this position can be quite a challenge. So stronger here, more support right here. So as I take a breath in and I come up, I'm going to keep my forearms onto the mat. Exhale, lower down. And try that again, breathing in and breathing out. 2 more, breathing in and breathing out. And last one, breathing in and breathing out. So place your hands so they're underneath your forehead. Level 1 here, I'm going to rest my forehead onto my hands. You want to go stronger, you lift your head and your chest away. So lifting the spine, lifting the chest. Then you hold the upper half of the body. So if I go back down here, now all I need to focus on is one leg. Hover the right leg, curl it in, extend it away, change sides. This is known as single leg kick. Hovering one leg, curling the heel to the bottom, reaching that leg away and down. And remember, for the rest of us, we could be lifted. It could be lifted through the chest, lifting the spine. Keep the flow, one more. Last one to the other side. And lower. So from this position here, I'm going to turn my head on one side and place the hands roughly into the middle of the back. Now again, for some of us, this could be quite a challenge, having the hands at the back of the body, especially if you're quite tight in your shoulders. So you move your hands wider, so here my hands are separated, or you could even have the hands just resting on the ground behind you here. So option, hands in the middle of the back, hands separated, or the hands just resting on the ground, so they're just behind you, the knuckles towards the ground. So for this one here, on this variation, I'm going to leave my feet on the ground. But for those of you who want the more advanced, you lift the legs and you curl the legs in 1, 2, 3. And then when we lift, we straighten the whole body. But remember, I'm not going to do the legs. I'm just going to do the upper half. So turn my head the other way. Breathe in, lift. Exhale, lower. So the hands are in the middle of the back. You could kick your legs in 3 times. And then breath in, lift. Turn your head to face the other side. Kick the legs in 3 times if you're wanting that option. And then inhale, lift. So what you'll see is what I'm taking is more break. So the head is on one side. I'm not moving my legs, so that gives me a bit of a break. Inhale, lift. And I exhale, lower. But those of you who are going stronger, you could be kicking your legs in here. So there's that continual flow of movement. Whereas my option, I'm giving myself more breaks, more rest time. Let's do one more round. Inhale, lift. Turn the head. You could kick your legs in again 3 times, both legs. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, come back to the center with the forehead. Circle the arms around in front. Again, for some of us, this could be quite tight in the shoulders. So you could bend your elbows. That would be a much easier option. It's easier on the shoulder joint and there's not so much weight as you're lifting. So let me take this option. Again, remember the options. Middle option would be arms out here. Now again, I'm going to give you a couple of options. So for some of you, you could lift right arm with left leg. Look at the easy option, elbows bent. One arm, opposite leg. And some of you might find that comfortable in the shoulder to do that with straight arms. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Now, we're going to keep going like this, but for those of you who want to take it even further, swimmer. kick, 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 opposite arm, opposite leg. You're going to move super fast, lifting upper half of the body, keeping the feet off the ground, flutter the arms and flutter the legs. And you will notice I'm doing the slowed down version. Let's go. 2 more on swimmer. Last one, and slowly lower. Tuck your toes under, hands beside the rib cage. Come up onto hands and knees and sit back into child's pose. Forehead softens onto the mat. Reach the arms out in front of you. A nice gentle stretch for the back of the body. And then gently bring yourself to a seated position. So for some of us, we're going to need a cushion here. Place the cushion under your hips. Sit cross-legged. Okay, so option 1, cushion under the hips, sitting with your right leg in front and your left leg closest towards your body. But another option would keep your right leg in front and take your left leg behind. So look how I can do the same exercise, but there could be many different looks to the same exercise. So I'm staying with this option, cross-legged. I have the right leg in front, the left leg tucked in behind, so that one's closer to my body. Lean and stretch up and over. Breath in and out. And generally in the practice, when I'm teaching a group of people in the studio, we can all be doing the same thing, but generally everybody looks slightly different, adjusting for their own body. So there is never just one way to do Pilates. And that's why I really wanted to come on today and show you a practice that we can all do together, no matter what level you're at. Change it. So if you're in here like the mermaid's pose, you would switch and change, left in front, right behind. But the cross-legged one, I'm now going to have my left leg in front and my right leg closer towards my body. So I've still changed the legs, but I'm sitting in a cross-legged position. And this is a position that you could support your body, support your hips. So we just move up and over to the other side. And the reason I love to teach to many different levels in one class is because somebody will get something out of doing a pose in a different way. So even though I may be teaching students who have done a lot of Pilates, sometimes in the practice I bring them all back to the basic gentle poses so that they can get a feel of how it can feel in their body. And yes, I can sit quite comfortably like this, but it feels very different when I choose this position. So really, today's practice was very short and very brief, but what I really wanted to bring to the practice and to show you is that it doesn't matter where you're at, and that we can have somebody who's never done Pilates, somebody who's done a lot of Pilates, and somebody who is just sort of finding their way, and everybody will look slightly different. There's something in here for everybody. And the key with Pilates is to just keep moving. Do the movements. Doesn't matter what it looks like. The most important part of the practice is to just keep on showing up and keep doing it. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you.